This is the best Forex money and risk management technique you will ever see anywhere on the internet, period. Anytime you see me sending a signal where you see, either for me or anywhere on the internet where you see TP1, TP2, TP3, I'm going to take a typical example of myself, right? Because anytime I say TP1, which stands for T, take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3, there's a reason why I'm targeting those particular areas. And I'm going to be showing you guys the reason why I decided to put my take profit at that level and how and why I come out with the profit all the times. It's simple. It's simple. So please follow this video to the end, because at the end of the video, trust me, there's a giveaway I'm going to be doing by the end of this video. And also by the end of the video, even minus the giveaway, the techniques you're going to be learning on this video, trust me, any signal you see on the internet or even on your private trading, this is the millionaire money risk management secret. Period. Okay, so let's go into the video. I'm going to be taking this typical example, which was this NZD JPY trade, which I sent. You can see this was a signal I sent to my free Telegram channel. Talking about my free Telegram channel, you can check the link on the video description. Check the link on the video description to join my free Telegram channel for free trade signals, for Forex education, and just a wonderful community, all right? So I sent this signal on my community, and I told my free community members that, okay, we're going to be buying NZD JPY. This is TP1, TP2, and TP3. So most of them, they are confused. They might just take this particular signal and they just go and put the stop loss value, they just put stop loss, and then take profit, they just put TP1. No. You either put the value of your TP1, TP2, or your TP3 on your take profit based on the target you are targeting for that day. Maybe you are trading the profit account and maybe you're already up, you need just $8,000 from a $100,000 account to make 8% and pass, and maybe you're already up with 106,000. You just need again about 2,000 more, and you are using a lot size of about 5. If you are targeting a risk to reward of about 1:3, the money you are going to be making on that trade is even going to be more than what you need to pass that profit. So in that case, maybe your take profit is just going to be on what? On TP1. All right, so you place your take profit on either TP1 or TP2 based on how much you are targeting for that day, based on your preferences, based on your goals for that day. All right, so let's just assume that anytime I give these signals, you target the last signal. Like you want to go for a risk to reward of 1:3. There are sometimes I used to even give a trade and we'll have TP5, meaning I'm going for a risk to reward of 1:5. All right, so let's just assume you are going for the last TP. In this particular case, my last TP was TP3, all right? And how did I put that TP? If I remember, I got into this trade somewhere here and I was risking 30 pips. And I got out at 100. I got out at 100 pips. That's almost about 90 pips. That's a risk to reward of 1:3. All right. So this was my entry. This was my stop loss on minus 30 pips. My first TP, you can see we have TP1, TP2, and TP3. My first TP was on plus 30 pips. If I have to measure from here, you can see that is almost about 30 pips. My second TP was almost on what? Almost about 60 pips, and my last TP was almost about what? About 100 pips. So I was every TP had a distance of about 30 pips from the previous TP, which was the same distance like my stop loss. All right. So the first TP was just a risk to reward of 1:1. My second TP was just a risk to reward of 1:2, and my third TP was just a risk to reward of 1:3. So based on whatever you were targeting for that day, if you see that you didn't want too much from that particular trade, or you wanted to just get the first TP, get the first profit and get out of the market, then you would have used the first TP. But in this case, let's assume you were targeting the third TP, TP3. So anytime you see me sending this signal, if I say, okay, stop loss is at this level, obviously you go on, anytime you place the trade, if you place the trade, you just click on modify, you will see the area where they say stop loss. You just put that value. Take profit. I want you to instead put the value for TP3. All right, put the value for TP3, because if you put the value for TP1, remember, as soon as the market gets here, you'll be knocked out of the trade with plus 30 pips. Maybe, according to my analysis, I saw that this market had the potential to go for 100 pips, and it went for 100 pips. So why do you want to limit yourself and get out on TP1 when the market has the potential to go for 100 pips? Unless maybe if you are getting out at TP1, maybe that was just what you needed to pass that particular challenge at that point in time. Or maybe that was just how much you needed for that day. You just needed to make $1,000 or $2,000. But why not, if you are targeting TP3, this is how you manage your risks. This is how you manage your risks if you are targeting TP3. Anytime I give those value, under stop loss value, you just put the stop loss. Stop loss is always going to be stop loss. You never see me put stop loss 1 and stop loss 2. No. I'd have a plan before I get into any trade. So anytime you have a signal like this, or anytime you are trading, even on your private account, even if it's not my signal, anytime you are targeting a higher level, like maybe a risk to reward of 1:3, what you do is your stop loss level should never be touched. Don't mingle with your trade, all right? Have a plan before you get into the trade, and once you get into the trade, sit and rest. That means you should already have predefined outcomes. You should already have predefined outcomes. People get into the trade and they start trembling. Those are people who didn't have predefined outcome. They didn't plan. Before I get into any trade, even before I send any signal, I already have a plan. If this trade doesn't go my way, this is how much I can comfortably risk. If this trade doesn't go my way, this is how much I can comfortably lose. This is how much I can lose without jumping out of a story building. This is how much I can lose without affecting my daily savings. This is how much I can afford to lose. I've already told myself time without number that this is how much I can afford to lose on this particular trade. So when I get into the trade, I already consider that trade gone. I already consider it a loser. All right, even I'm not being pessimistic, or I'm not being negative, but that is the psychology of a winner when it comes to trading. Anytime if I'm trading, if in a particular day I'm risking, I have 2 trades that both I'm risking 30 pips on each trade. I already consider that day that I'm already on a loss of 60 pips. Because I've already considered if this trade has to go my way, I'm fine. I will lose 2% of my account because I risk 1% of my account in most cases, in most trades. I already consider, okay, I will lose 2% of my account. But if it goes my way, there's one trade that will give me even 3%. Another one will give me 2%. If it goes my way, both I can make 5%. Psychology of a winner. Psychology of the 1% of people who are actually making money in Forex trading. Psychology of the 1% of us. So that is what you need to keep in your mind. So what happened? You put, immediately I give you that stop loss level, you just put your stop loss, and then TP, if you have TP1, TP2, TP3 or TP4, put instead TP4 and manage your loss and trade your loss. I will show you how to trade your loss. Put instead the value of TP3 or put the value of the last TP and then trade your stop loss. This is how you trade your stop loss. The golden rule, this is the golden rule, write this down. The golden rule states that at any point in time, the distance between the current market price and your stop loss level should always be 2L. What is 2L? 2 times your loss. In our case, what is our loss? Our loss is what? Our loss is 30 pips. Meaning at any point in time, before we touch our stop loss, the market must have gone in our favor for at least 2L, which is going to be 2 times 30 for at least 60 pips. That is a golden rule. In that case, you're going to be giving your trade room to breathe. You're not suffocating your trade because you can see a situation where anytime the market goes in your favor, you just rush and go and push the stop loss up. And then the market will just come down, trigger that stop loss, and boom, continue going as if nothing has happened. I know that sucks. That is because you suffocated your trade. You didn't give your trade room to breathe. So for you to be able to give your trade room to breathe, you need to be able to follow these techniques. That is the golden rule. All right? So follow this rule. At any point in time, before you touch your stop loss, the distance between the current market price and your stop loss must always be 2 arrows. So let's apply the rule here and I'll show you how you would have managed this trade. So I got in somewhere here, my stop loss was here, and my take profit was on TP3. My take profit was on TP3, and the market went up. You can see all these lines you are seeing, these are all alerts. Meaning anytime the market gets to this particular level, a notification will be sent to my phone. I think I'll do a video on how you can I think there's already a video on how you can link your MT5 and your phone so that you can see alerts like this. This is an alert I receive. Anytime the market hit a particular level, I'll receive an alert. I know, oh, the market has already reached on TP1, TP2. It's not magical. That's, you know how to set your MT5. So anytime the market gets to TP1, I'll just receive an alert and know that, oh, the market is already on TP1. But at that point in time, we haven't fulfilled that rule that states that before you touch your stop loss, the distance between the current market price and the stop loss level must always be 2 arrows. So if I'm pushing my stop loss now to break even, the distance between the stop loss now and the current market price is just going to be 30 pips, which is not that rule, right? So at this point in time, just on TP1, you are not supposed to touch your stop loss. You leave your stop loss the same way, the same position where it is. The stop loss still has to be here. If the market has to go up again, and anytime you receive a notification, boom, the market gets on TP2. What happened? You just come here now. At that point in time, if you have to measure now the distance from this point, from the entry point to TP2, that is 60 pips, which is 2 times your risk. So you just come here, you take your take profit level, and you put at break even. At that point in time, that is a free trade. That is a break even trade. Even if the market has to go against you, that is a free trade. The trade is not going to close as a loser. You see, so you take your stop loss and you put a break even. You need to check that rule to see if it confirms. If that rule, what does it say? The distance between the current market price, which is at TP2, and your stop loss level must be 2 arrows. If I have to measure from my TP2 to my stop loss level, that is 60 pips, which is equal to 2 times my risk. At this point in time, I'm giving my trade room to break. Just imagine, see what happened. See what happened. See what happened. Just imagine if I didn't obey that rule, and I instead went and put my stop loss on. I trade my stop loss. This is called stop loss trailing. Just imagine if I instead went and immediately I hit TP2. Remember, the market went up here. This is TP2 around somewhere here, right? Let me put this so that you can see. This is, by the time the market got here, it already hit TP2. Just imagine I went and put my stop loss at TP1. The market just came back, boom, hit that stop loss on TP1, and what happened? It continued going up for almost 150 pips. So you suffocated your trade. You didn't give your trade room to breathe. Let the poor breathe. Let your trade breathe. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So always obey that rule. So what happened again? My stop loss would have still stayed here. You can see I would have been safe if I obeyed that rule and my stop loss was still on what? At break even, at the point where I got into the trade. That was when the market was on TP2, right? Good. At that point in time, what happened? If the market continues going up and anytime it gets to TP3, what happened? If I have to measure the distance between TP3 and TP1, that is 60 pips, which is the distance between the current market price and the stop loss level must be 2 times your risk. So I'll just come again and I take my stop loss and I put on TP1. At that point in time, I've already blocked in plus 30 pips. Can you see this? So at this point in time, remember, at this point in time, you wouldn't even need to push this up because we were targeting TP3. So this is where your take profit will be hit. Your final take profit will be hit, and you come out of the trade with plus 90 pips. You see, so you always push it up. If maybe we're having TP4, TP5, TP6, there sometimes I used to have TP10. You use the same method. All right, you use the same method. So what you can do for it to be able to trade automatically, you can do this to be able to trade automatically. You just go on the trade, you right click. This is the market. This is actually Saturday. The market is closed, so I won't be able to show you guys on a live trade. But what you do is you just click on the trade. You go to where it says trailing stop, and where it asks for the trailing stop amount. Put the trailing stop amount you are putting there should be 2 times your loss, 2 times your stop loss value. Meaning, anytime I go on the trailing stop value, I will put 60 pips. Meaning, as soon as the market is going up, anytime the price from the current market price to the stop loss level is 60 pips, the trailing stop will just keep going up automatically. It's automatic. You don't even need to worry. It's automatic. So just go on trailing stop. On where it says value, just go there. I wish I had a trade. Okay, let's go on. I think Bitcoin is open. Bitcoin is open for today. Bitcoin is open. So I'm going to use the Bitcoin position to quickly show you guys this. Where is BTC? Bitcoin is open for today. I'm going to use the least lot size possible. Okay, good. So I just opened for Bitcoin. So let me go on trading terminal and see if I can. Okay, so I just opened for Bitcoin. So as soon as the trade is open, just come on your terminal, you click on the trade and you go up to where it says trailing stop. In our case, since we're risking 30 pips, what you put here should be 2 times your risk. So we have to put 60 pips, all right? And remember, this is in terms of points. So 60 pips is the same as 600 points. A point is 1/10 of a pip, right? So anything you put here is in terms of points. And remember, you measured in terms of pips. So you come here on custom, and you put here what? 600 points, which is the same as 60 pips, and you click on OK. Boom. You click on OK. At this point in time, you don't even need to worry. Anytime, let's go back to NZDJPY. NZDJPY, and I can now close this one. On NZDJPY, anytime the market moves from the current market price and it starts going up, Anytime it gets to, remember, the current market price, your stop loss level is here. So it's going to start measuring from your stop loss level to wherever the price is going. As soon as it keeps going up until it gets to TP2, that's already a distance of almost about 60 pips. The stop loss is going to be trailing. It's going to be trailing automatically. So even if you don't want to trade it automatically, if you want to do it manually, you just do the same way I explained. You wait for the market to hit your TP2 before you move your stop loss to break even. You wait for your market to hit TP3 before you move your stop loss to TP1. Trust me, if you follow this money and risk management technique, there is no way, this is a guarantee, there is no way you will go wrong. This is how you'll be able to see me sending 7 signals out, and 5 of them are winners. And all these ones that are winners have risk to reward of 1:2 and above. 1:2 and above. Because I already know, the system is simple. I predefine my risk before I get into any trade. I predefine my rules before I get into any trade. I have a trading plan which I follow. All my trade must be justified. And once that trade is already up and running, I don't mingle with the trade. Mingle with the trade in the sense that, okay, if the market is coming to hit my stop loss, I run and I go and push my stop loss and I start going down. No. The only thing I'll do is just to trade my stop. If the market starts going in my favor, I wait. And if I'm risking 5 pips, as soon as the market goes in my favor for 10 pips, I'll move my stop loss to break even. As soon as it goes in my favor for 15 pips, I'll move my stop loss to maybe 5 pips level. At any point in time, the distance between the current market price and my stop loss level must always be 2 times my risk. Thank you guys so much for watching to this particular point in time. If you've gotten some value from this video and you want more videos like this, smash the thumb up on the video. And if you are watching and you haven't subscribed, as always, make sure you smash the subscribe button on the video. And as I promised at the beginning of the video that there's a giveaway for you guys, I'm here for you guys. And as always, if you want me to mentor you one-on-one, if you want to be part of Godlove University, then just comment on this video with Godlove University is the best. Godlove University is my institution where I've trained it has more than 5,000 members, and I'll be able to teach you step by step on how to start from nothing to something, from grass to grace when it comes to Forex trading. You'll be able to receive one-on-one sessions with me, Zoom sessions, we'll trade together, you'll receive signals like this, and together we shall be able to make the money together. So even if you're already a student in Godlove University, still just comment Godlove University is the best. And my PA is just going to be doing a raffle draw on the comment section to pick 3 winners. Those 3 winners are going to be having a free scholarship to Godlove University if you are not yet a student, because I have more than 5,000 students. So if you're not yet a student, then you will get a free 100% free scholarship to Godlove University for me to be your mentor. Just imagine if you're my mentee and what you can learn. Then if you're already a student in Godlove University, you will have a 1-year license for Petrex Pro. Talking about Petrex Pro is the award-winning mechanical-based Forex robot. If you want to use it, you can always check the links on the video description to use Petrex Pro. You want to use the same broker I use, check the link on the video description. My free Telegram link is on the video description. So check my free Telegram link to be able to have access to my free Telegram channel. Click this video which I made about all the trades I took, which gave me almost a win rate of more than 80%. Check out a similar video I also made here. Click here to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on these other videos. Peace.